Hello, this is just an update on a few other things. These are my Egyptian walking onions. I planted them here in the fall of 2015. This year they're much bigger than last year as far as the thickness of the stalks. You can see they've already formed their onions and are growing out on the top. Walking onions make their onions on the top of the plant rather than the bottom. Here's one that hasn't sprouted yet. And they sprout and get top heavy, like that one's leaning over. Let me bend down so I can show you. And this will eventually bend down until it touches the ground, and then it will sprout out from there. Or those will start growing where they touch the ground. There's another one. They're quite thick in here this year. They just form little small onions, like that there. Compared to my finger, you can see it. A little onion patch here. I'll show you my pawpaw tree. I had a pomegranate tree planted here, and it looks to have died. It hasn't. I don't know if you can see it here. It hasn't sprouted or anything, or any leaves haven't come out of it so far this year. I started it from seed in 2014. And here's my pawpaw tree. I had it about, I think I had 10 or so planted, maybe more than that. And they were all eaten, except for this one, and it's doing really well. It was only, I think it's about a foot tall, and now it's looks about 5.5 feet tall. It's doing really well. You can see the new growth on it. Right here is where it stopped last year. That was probably still brown, and this is all green. I need to get some more of them. They're native to Oklahoma, and this one seems to be doing really well, so I need to get some more of them. Here's some, some rainwater barrels I added on my shed here. I live off-grid, and I don't have a well. The only water I get is from the rain, and I didn't have enough for my garden. I only had enough for me, and so these are all for my garden, for watering when we have a month or so without any rain. I didn't add a gutter or anything to it. I just put some barrels there to collect the runoff from the roof. You see it's pretty full. It took about 2 inches or so to fill these up. These are just cheap barrels from Walmart. I think they were $9.97 each, 32-gallon each. And I also added some compost barrels. We've got 4 right now. They're mostly just leaves in there, but I also have some sticks and twigs, and there's some food scraps, eggshells, stuff like that. All I did, I drilled a 1-inch hole in the bottom to let any water run off, and that's all. Every once in a while when it rains, I'll leave the top off just to get some moisture in it. The rest of the time I leave the tops on. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.